coming from the next lane.
What it is, guys, it's your boy Tai'yon, and today we're here with a story time. Alright, y'all, so this story time is basically how I lost my virginity. Alright, so it all started off when I started going out with this girl named, we're just gonna say T. Yeah, we're just gonna give her the name T. That's it. That's all. Y'all don't need to know anything else. But her name's T for now. So T. So it all started off when me and T was going together in 11th grade. So we going together for about, I say 3 to 4 months or so. We seen each other a lot, like after school, or we'll go to the movies on the weekend, or I'll come over our house and we'll just like chill, watch movies, or like we played Sorry before and stuff like that. Like just chill, enjoy each other's company. So one day, it was just this one particular day, and she was just like, she already knew she was gonna have like the free house. Like her peoples had to go somewhere and they was gonna be back home for a while. She was home by herself. She knew I drove. So one day we was talking about it and we was like, yeah, it could probably happen today because it was my first time. And you know me, I'm excited. Whoa, boy, oh my God. It's today the day. So I was happy after I heard that. I was like, I was happy, and then I was nervous at the same time because it's my first time. I'm like, what if I do bad, or what if she don't like it, or what if she break up with me, or what if she say my schmeat small, you feel me? Like stuff like that. But I was like, bro, you good, you got this. So what happened, man? So this what happened. So it all started off this day. Her peoples had to go somewhere. She was in the house by herself. I wasn't doing anything in the house right now at that point. I was bored. I wanted to see her anyway. So what happened was, basically, she texted me and was like, you can come at this time. This is when they're gonna be gone. I'm like, okay. So mind you, before that, my mother told me I had to go to GameStop because I had to drop this Xbox off. We had an Xbox and it was messing up. So we had to take it back to go get a different one. So I had to do that. Mind you, I still had to do that, and it was probably like, the time, it was probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4, 5, 6. It was probably like, all right, I'm giving y'all too many times. It was probably like 5, 6 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, I gotta hurry up before GameStop closed. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna do all of this, I'm gonna get all this done fast. So what I did was, I chose to go to the game. I was like, I'm gonna just go to GameStop when I'm done at her house because I'm not gonna be there for long. Her people's not there. I'm not trying to get caught up in the house. If I get caught up, it's over. It's over in the house. So but her parents knew me. I was really cool with her parents. Her parents really liked me. But it was just a simple fact of me just coming over when they're not there and they don't know nothing about it. Yeah, that's just 2 and 2 that don't mix together. But so yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna just do all that after I'm done. So, but I didn't tell my mother. So what happened was, I told her, as like when we was on the phone when I was leaving, I was like, yeah, Ma, I'm ready to go to GameStop, go get this Xbox. I'm ready to switch it out and all that. So she's like, okay. So mind you, this is before I got to her house. So on the way to her house, I'm driving, you know, I'm happy, like, yeah, you know what time it is. And I had to stop, you feel me, go grab the essentials that you need. So I grabbed what I had to grab. And then on my way back there, on the way to the house. So then, after I got there, so mind you, since I didn't want to get caught being over there, what I did was I had to park on a street down from her, like around the corner. Like her streets are like really close. So her house is like right there by another street. So I had to just park on that corner, like across the street, to make it seem like I wasn't parking by her house. Because if they would have knew, like mind you, if they came home and seen a car, they would have definitely knew somebody was in the house. But if they don't see no car, I could easily hide in the house somewhere if they come in. All right, so basically what I did was I parked across the street, texted her like I'm outside. So I got out the car, went to the door, was waiting for her to open it. She comes to the door, she opens it. She just sitting there, smiling and stuff, opening the door. You know, me sitting there, just, I gotta act like I'm serious though. I act like I'm not excited about it. But the whole time, you feel me, inside, I'm like, I'm about to get some.
Boy, if you don't...
We go in there, she walk in the room. I mean, I walked in her room, she walked in there, she closed the door behind her. And she watching a show. I don't know what she watching, but she's watching something. So all I know is I sit down and she sit down and then she's acting like she watching the show. She act like she ain't want to show your boy no love. Like she ain't see me in like a couple of days. She act like she ain't want to see me give me no love, no hugs, none of that. Acting all shy for no reason. I'm like, you already knew it was about to go down, so I don't know why you acting shy. So after that, I'm like, come here, give me a hug. Come here, you feel me? Come here. Where mom at? Where mom at? It's like, nah, but yeah, I'm like, come here. Give me a hug, you feel me? Cause you know you gotta start it off with a hug and then move on from there. So I'm like, come here, give me a hug. She like, no, I'm watching TV. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa. You're not watching TV. Let's not do that. So after that, she eventually gave in. You know, eventually they give in. She gave in. And then you know what that turned into. Us start kissing, and then after that, stuff started elevating. So as stuff started elevating, I'm like, well, it's almost about that time. So when we stop, I pulls it out, you feel me? That golden ticket, boy, pulled the golden ticket out. And it was almost time to get to work. So I pulls the golden ticket out. I unwrapped the golden ticket. I put the golden ticket on to put it in play. So I'm like, all right, you want a little foreplay? Can I give you some head or whatever? You feel me? Can I give you some head? You feel me? Because I never did it before. I wanted to try to see if I was good at it at least. But she was scared. I don't know why, but she was scared. She didn't want me to. She said no. She said maybe next time, but right now, no. And I'm just like, oh man, like I just want, I'm just like, I'm hurting inside. Like, I'm never gonna learn. But then, so basically, man, so after she said that, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right, can I at least get something? You feel me? Can I at least get something? She like, no, because she's like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, you don't think so? What? Are you kidding me? But yeah, she was like, she basically was saying no, cause she ain't never do it before. She was scared and nervous and stuff like that. She was scared and nervous and stuff like that, cause she ain't know what she was doing. She didn't want me to make fun of her. She didn't want me to have to tell her what to do, and I understand that. But at the same time, you never gonna learn until you try. So I'm just like, do you might as well just try? And she just really just sitting there thinking, just looking at me, and looking down, and then looking at me, and then looking down. And I thought she was ready to, but then she was just like, not right now. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go back to kissing and all that. So then, all right. So bam, I'm like, all right, it's time to get into action. It's time for me to put this in motion because I got stuff to do. I have to go. So I'm like, all right. So mind you, while this is going on, my phone is ringing. Bzz, 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 bzz. I'm like, who is calling me right now? I'm like, bro, I just ignore it. So I'm ignoring it. My phone in my pocket, mind you. So she feel it too when my phone vibrating. So I'm just trying to ignore it. So I'm just sitting there, just letting it vibrate, and I'm still trying to keep the stuff and going in motion. But then, like, I just keep getting the bzz, 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 bzz in my pocket. I'm like, all right, let me check and see who it is. I pull it out my phone. I'm like, it's my mother. So what I did was I act like I wasn't at her house. So I told her, like, I didn't tell her to be quiet, but then I did because she already knew that I told her where I was supposed to be at. But so basically, I'm on the phone with my mother, like, yeah, I'm on my way to GameStop right now. I'm about to go get this game, trade in right now and all of that. So she believed me. So, all right, cool. But mind you, she was still calling and texting me because it was probably like I was over there for like an hour. So she probably thought I was been done. So after we get things going back in motion for real, I'm like, all right, bet, let's go. It's time. You feel me? Time for let's try it. So she like, all right. So she you feel me? She gets undressed, just her bottom half. She ain't take her top half off, but she took her bottom half off. Got undressed. She's she's under the covers for real. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm laying on my back. I'm like this. You feel me? Just laying on my back, just one of these. You feel me? Just waiting. So she gets on top, you feel me? Stick it in. She go down a little bit. I'm like, oh my God! Wow! It feels too good because it's your first time. You never had anything like that before in your life. So it's your first time. You just like, so I'm just sitting there amazed, like, oh man, this too real. So I couldn't believe it because I didn't think it was gonna happen anytime soon, but it just happened. So then, man, we going at it, probably like, mind you, I'm doing all the work. I'm doing literally all the work because, and I was new to this. I was new to this, doing it like I was a pro, you feel me? Like, you know, I was doing all the work. So then I was doing all the work. It's not like she didn't want to do any work, but it's like I was just like, let me put in all the work because I'm new. Let me show her what I can do. Let me show her what I can do, you feel me? Just show her, like, yeah. So I'm doing that. It's probably like not even that long go by, probably about
5 minutes later.
And she's just like sitting on the side of me. And I'm just like sitting there like, whoo. I'm like, so I'm thinking like she need a break for real. She just need a quick little minute break. So I'm just sitting there chilling for real. And I'm just looking at her like, we going again? She was like, I don't know if we can do it again. I'm tired right now. And she was like, and she said she was hurting too. So I was like, all right. So I'm not ready, you feel me? I'm not ready to pull into that if she hurting and she's tired. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I asked one more time to see if she was going to try. And I was like, you feel me? Can you try again? Can you like, at least try? She was like, no, I don't know how to do that.
Do it! Just do it!
I'm scared and stuff like that, but like it wasn't like she was scared. It was more as though she said she didn't know what she was doing. That's more sort of the type of time she was on. She didn't know what she was doing, and she didn't want to feel embarrassed doing it if she was doing it the wrong way, I guess. But I don't know. But you feel me? I ain't never had it before anyway, so I didn't really care. So I'm just like, forget it. So I'm like, all right, then if that's not what happened, can we at least go again? She like, all right, one more time. So she gets back on top. And you feel me? I'm going back at it, you feel me? I'm going back at it, just going back. And then
5 minutes later.
And she just gets back off. I'm just like, damn! Done that fast? I ain't even get to Magic Land yet. How we done that fast? I ain't even get to Magic Land. But at the same time, I was like, I got stuff to do anyway. So I'm just like, forget it. And it was just like, I just felt as though we were just rushing the whole thing because I had stuff to do and her peoples was out and we wasn't trying to get caught up. So what happened was we just rushed it all basically. And it was basically like 10, 15 minutes. It wasn't really nothing for her. So we basically rushed it. We didn't really get to take out time and none of that because I had somewhere to be. Her peoples could come home at any minute and I'm still in there. And I wasn't even invited in there. I just came. And my mother was calling me anyway, so I had to duck. So I did what I had to do. All right, we got dressed. We chilling for a little bit. I was chilling for like 5 minutes, chilling with her, talking to her. And then we were taking pictures in the mirror, like little, you feel me, little pictures in the mirror for real. And then I leave. And then, so basically after I left, I was like, as soon as I got the car, I was just mad with myself, like, bro. How did that, like, it was short. Like, if it was longer, that would have been like probably the best first time. But like, that would probably been like one of my best times, but it was so short, like I was just upset, like why my first time had to be the shortest? And I wanted more, but I couldn't because I had stuff to do. So we was just texting about it and stuff like that after, like just saying how it was, how our experience and stuff was. But honestly, my experience on my first time, on me just losing it, I just say it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It wasn't bad. It was cool. Yeah, that wraps the video up for real. And I hope you guys enjoyed on my first time losing my virginity. It wasn't really a big story, but it was like a cool little story just for y'all to listen to. And it wasn't a lot really going on, more so that I just basically was over there, wasn't invited, and their people could have came home at any minute. But if they would have came home, that would have been a better story to tell y'all. But y'all wanted to hear this story, so I just told y'all, and I hope y'all liked it. And if y'all got anything y'all really want me to make a video to, let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe with your friends, and I'm out. Peace.